Pleasant day to all of you, especially to our gorgeous and very supportive professor, Dr. Augusta Orbes Tondo. My topic is all about the cover page. My task is to give you the do's and don'ts of a cover page, its process, to give you examples and to show my own sample of a cover page. But first, I will give you its definition. The cover page serves as a representation of the author. As the name suggests, the cover page is placed at the front of the paper and is the first thing your professor will see when they receive your paper. When writing an academic paper, you have to adhere to certain established standards, and these standards you will learn it later. A cover page, also called a title page. The purpose of the inclusion of a cover page is to provide the general information about the document. It is an important part of the document as it gives the introductory information regarding what the document is about as well as who has written it. It basically gives a reflection of the whole document and what is contained in it. The cover page helps the reader in deciding whether the document is of interest to him or not. In addition, the cover page is also important because it sets the first impression on whoever glances at the document. It provides a quick understanding of what the book or paper is about by stating the topic covered and introduces the document to the reading audience. So that's how prominent and crucial making a cover page. Now I will give you the essentials or the basic parts of a cover page. A cover page requires first a running head, second the title of your academic paper or book, third the name of your university, and fourth the name of the author or authors. Besides these requirements, your professor may ask you to add extra information. So this is now the standards that I am telling you earlier to give you. So as mentioned earlier, you should refer to the latest guidelines to see how the cover page should be formatted with APA style. You have to use 12 point Times New Roman font, double spacing, and 1-inch margins. So now, this is the process of making a cover page. First, the running head. The running head has to be left aligned and it should be capitalized. Besides the running head, your header should have 50 maximum characters. Second, the title of your paper or book should also be properly formatted. It should be in title case, meaning the first letters of every word should be capitalized. The only words that should not be capitalized are small words like articles and propositions. The title should be no more than 12 words in length. For the title, you should use whole words only. Avoid constructions and abbreviations. The third is the name of your university or school. It should also be properly formatted. You can use also the logo of the school. And lastly, the name of the authors or the author should also be properly formatted. If multiple authors were involved in the paper, they should all be mentioned along with the institutions they are reflected with. So that is the process of making a cover page. The information required at the cover page depends on the type of report being written. For instance, for an academic report, the instructor might provide specific instructions for the cover page. However, for other reports, a catchy cover page might be an important part of the overall presentation of the report. The cover page is designed based on the information that is to be included. Sometimes the authors for the available cover page templates or use the available cover page templates or designs, and sometimes they design their own. The main advantage for the author of using the available templates or designs is the time that is being used, so it's time consuming. The designs or templates in cover page are attractive and catchy so that a good impression of the report can be made by using an appealing cover page. Therefore, when deciding a cover page or selecting a template, the following things should be keep in mind. First, purpose of the report. Second, images that are being included, if any. So it should be uh, um, it should be connected to the report. And third, compelling title and subtitle. Fourth, overall layout and presentation. And the fifth is the summary of content. This is now the do's and don'ts of a cover page. So first, the size of the cover. Keep in mind the size of the cover people will be seeing online. It's very small, so as you have little space to present your book to the reader, make them notice your book and keep simple. Communicate with your readers through the book cover. Let them know which genre the book is. Don't mix photos and illustration on your background. Pick one and stick with it. Simple but attractive. Second, additional text. So do not add additional text except for your name and the book title, as it will be too small to notice and therefore unnecessary. Be sure the color of the text on the cover does not blend in with the background picture and that is readable to the reader. Third, more about book series. If you are writing a book series, keep your design simple and use the same design for each series, but with slight alterations. For example, darker or lighter background, different font color, or using the same font size and text placing. Also, if you are using the same design, you can emphasize the text which explains the name number of the series. 4. Leave an impression. If you're a self-published author, it may be harder for you to get your book out there. You have to stand out. Consider paying a professional to make a book cover for you and be sure that the cover best describes what the book is about. People do judge books by their covers, and it is really important that your book gives a great first impression. Keep it simple and don't have too much going. Simple but empty. Fifth, typography. This is also one very important part of your book cover. The font that you are using can also say a lot about what your book is about, as well as the selection of your background image. Be sure to always use typography that is clear, readable, and which best describes the book mood of your book. I'm sorry. Title should always be bigger than your name. Unless you are well-known and acclaimed author, don't use a lot of colors or typefaces on the book cover. Three tops will work best for both typefaces and colors. Use typefaces according to your book genre. For example, for nonfiction, it's always best to use simple serif or sans serif fonts. And finally, be original, but find inspiration everywhere. Browse through another authors' books covers online and see what you like and what you don't like. Save the covers you like so that your designer can have a better feeling of how the book cover is supposed to look, in what mood is it supposed to be, and which font you think would best work for your book. So now I will give you the samples and its description. A very unique and innovative design is on the list of the report cover pages. If you take a note of this design, the top of the page is for the title of the cover page. Headline along with necessary details will go in the space in the middle of the page. This gives the much needed attention to this detail. The bottom of the page has another text box for some heading, if the user wishes to communicate something important to the viewer. So this is now the samples of a cover page. First is about the annual report of a company, and the second is a report, accomplishment report, which this is a template that you are going to use. So now I will give you my own cover page. So as you can see, I use the picture of our school as the background. The background template of my own cover page. So the running head is the name of the school, and I use also the logo of DepEd and the school logo. The title is the accomplishment report, and the author is the Araling Panlipunan Department. So this is just a simple type of a cover page because it is just an accomplishment report, unlike a cover page of a book. But you can see all the essentials or basic parts of a cover page. A simple but attractive. So this is my first example. So my second sample is about social studies assignment. So for the school year 2020 and 2021. So the author, yours truly, and I used the logo of our school, CTU, Cebu Technological University. And I search the template that I use for my cover page example. So that is how to make a cover page. You can use whatever you want as the background template of your cover page. It is important to be simple but specific and attractive. So that's all my report. So God bless you all. Thanks for watching.